Welcome back, comic book fans. I'm Ahmed the artist. Now, this is not necessarily a video about my art per se, but I was just on Twitter and I'm listening. I'm not listening. I'm reading, scrolling through Twitter. And I have two accounts, one for boxing and one for art. And I'm on the art one, and I found all the great creators on there, and all the pertinent people that I want to follow. And one of them is Rob Liefeld. And I'm gonna let you know what Rob has been going through lately. And it's kind of messed up, bro. It's kind of effed up. I'm gonna unpack that now. But if you're new here, thank you for stopping in and stopping out. And please consider subscribing and liking this video and sharing it. I make all kinds of comic book videos here from now on forward, whether it's reviewing, maybe, or talking about some things of comic books that I, enjoy or find interesting. Alongside with the main part of this channel is creating a comic book universe without comic books, and I have some videos, and I'll link that playlist at the end of this video so yeah, we can catch up. It's weird. The first one got for what this channel is got a lot of views for what this channel is. It has, and the other ones, the algorithm is just not pushing it. I don't understand. But anyway, I would like your support and feedback down below in the comments. But anyway, let's go back to the story. So Rob Liefeld tweeted that basically Marvel shut him out and ghosted him and had no invite to the premiere party for Deadpool Wolverine. Now, I believe he was on set. Maybe I think he said he was on set for a couple of times, and he was shown things. And also, obviously, he did Marvel team up. Um, and I wasn't quite sure why this was the last time. Right? He kept saying, "This is the last time." I'm gonna fix this up here. Okay, cool. He kept saying, "This is the." By the way, sarcasm, sort daily. He kept saying that this is the last time that he's working with Marvel. Basically last Deadpool with Marvel. And I don't know if this is directly correlated to that situation, but he just revealed that they ghosted him. They didn't invite him at all. And they didn't invite nobody, like radio silence. Um, and he pointed out some instances where Marvel had shitted on him before. One of which Robert Kirkman and he and Robert Kirkman had a project of apparently Kill Raven. Something happened with Kirkman, I believe he mentioned, and then they canceled the whole thing. They got paid, so I assume there was artwork and things done, and or scripts, or both, whatever. But it was canceled because he says they have a history of getting mad at creators and artists and things like that, and then they'll like ghost you like that. They'll blackball you like that, which is kind of messed up because see, Marvel's the big machine. So I guess they feel like they can maybe treat people a certain way if you don't play ball with them. Um, but like Rob says, it's like, hey, you know what? Hold on a second. My dog is trying to get in. Hold on one second. Oh, and he's 14 and a half. And he's like, basically, there he goes. There he goes. That's the guy. He's 14 on a dab. Anyway, so and I guess because it's the biggest game in town, they feel like they can treat anybody the way they want. And that's not fair. And Rob is saying, hey, without us, the comic book creators, you would have shit. You would have anything to really shoot or write about or whatever. You wouldn't have anything. And he's saying our name should not be last either in the obscure parts of the movie end credits, right? It should be front and center, created by Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, whatever it may be. Because without that, it wouldn't be anything. I think Feige believes, Rob just kind of drew this character that he created and named, but everybody else at Marvel kind of fleshed them out. So kind of like he owns the mannequin that he dressed, but we made him what he was. No, it was there from the beginning. It was there. I was there. And Rob has receipts to back it up, where he's showing letters written to the New Mutants, letters called, where fans were in love with, Deadpool. And whether he was a Deathstroke derivative slash Spider-Man derivative mashed together, that's how great ideas come about. You mash things together, and that's what I'm doing here too with my universe. I know people are gonna say, "Hey, that's Batman, that's Joker, that's whatever, whatever." But it goes hand in hand. Think of it like this: you created the Hulk, and let's say another comic book company created something like the She-Hulk, but they didn't call it She-Hulk, but it was basically the same as the Hulk, but a female version. Marvel is doing that with its own characters. Except it's just calling like She-Hulk, he this, they that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Spider Pig, Spider that, whatever. And I believe that's. I always thought this might not be true, but I always thought that Marvel is doing things like that, especially with the Spider Sonus. I think they're creating as many Spider-Man derivatives that they can, so that the public can't. You understand? So every idea that you might have has already been taken. It's too close to what they already have. Makes sense business-wise, because it makes it harder for you to steal popular characters and things like that to do things with. So I don't necessarily think, but whatever. But still, back to the creators. Cable, Deadpool, X-Force, right? People were crazy excited over Domino being, on screen. Cable being on screen was crazy. Like, people were anticipating that. And then to tell Rob that you can't come to the party. That's a party, dude. Like, it's not even like you couldn't show that. Like, you don't show his name front and center because it pains you. But without Rob, the whole New Mutants, the whole X-Force, your Cable, the Deadpool got you out the shitter. This past, it's your last hit. Marvel's been eating dirt for the past however, because they don't know how to get out of it. And comic book creators know how to do that, and writers. They don't. Not the movie execs. They don't understand it. That's why I think James Gunn might have a big chance here at making something great, because I think he understands it. But I hope James Gunn puts front and center the creators of Superman. The creators of X whatever title you're gonna have. They deserve it, because without them, you wouldn't have it. I just find it crazy that they would do that. And that's why I admire the Ripperverse in a sense. I might not align all the way politically with him, but I don't have to. He's doing something that we should all do, even if we just do it on a small scale. Put out what you like, own it. You never know. You never know. You never know what things can lead. What someone may call you and say they have a project, right? You never know. Let's stop giving these companies our ideas because we feel like there's no other avenue for us. Own your ideas. Rob has a lot of original characters that I believe, had he had a team like he did at Image, where he had other artists and things like that doing other books. I think if he kept that going, Brigade, Youngblood he sold, but let's say if you would have held on to Youngblood, Prophet, um, Newman, things like that, I think he would have built something. Maybe not as big as Deadpool, but there's a gem somewhere in there. People take it as when I say this, take it as like, ugh. But Rob is my generation's Kirby. Name me any other creator from 89 to 2000, mid 2000s, that has created more cultural icons than Rob Liefeld, that people recognize instantaneously than Rob Liefeld. His contemporaries haven't. Not Jim. Todd only has one character. Todd has one. If Prophet hits, if Evangeline hits, and or Brigade or Bloodstrike hits, All he needs is like 2 out of those to hit moderately depending on their budget. And then we're talking about somebody who's probably the greatest of all time to do it, besides Kirby. My take. I don't know the man personally, and I've heard he could be maybe a little bit off-putting. But hey, that's for another story. I think he's right though. We need to support independent creators and comic book creators and encourage comic book artists and writers to stop giving Marvel ideas. It's time that they if we were to do that, that comic book artists and creators original content for these big machines are compensated properly. And they should get an agent or a lawyer or someone to look over those comments. But everyone comes down below what do you think about the comments of Rob Liefeld and what they're doing, and in general what they're doing with comic book creators. Leave me down in the comments down below, and I'll get more videos of art and things up there. But once in a while, you see videos like this, either reviews or rants. So I think it's important. That's part also of just being in the comic book industry in the world. Leave me in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.